Welcome back to my book channel. My name is Lady Lauren Explorer, and this is my 500 pages of romance. This is where I recommend books that are either Achillean or just plain romances that are over 500 pages. Because everyone loves a thick book, including me. So this is the Achillean version, or the male romance version. So let me just recommend you 5 and then an honorable mention. This is Prince, the House of Misfits book. This is book 2. All of the House of Misfits saga series are all standalone, so you don't actually have to read them in order. But Prince is, again, the male romance. This is a fairy tale romance. This is by Cambria Herbert. So we follow Ethan and Fletcher. Ethan is a privileged young lord who makes all the women swoon with how polite, handsome, gorgeous, did I say handsome? He is. And we have Fletcher, who is one of the House of Misfits people. He's a street rat, basically. He's very poor, but he is a violin prodigy. And while Ethan is on a walk through the forest, he happens to hear Fletcher play the violin, and it was love at first sound. This is their story together, and it's so good. It's really good. I don't know if I said it again. I'll just say it. This is 519 pages, and so yeah, I want to recommend this. My next recommendation is a fantasy, and this is The Final Masquerade by Ariana Nash. This is 511 pages. This is a fae fantasy, and I think it's enemies to lovers. We have Bryce, and he's been warned by his mother to never, ever trust the fae. The fae will lead you down to ruin. Every year, the fae hold a masquerade ball, and he always warns his brother not to go. His brother this time didn't listen to him, and then as the ball ends, his brother vanishes away. He has to wait a whole entire year to figure out what happened to his brother. And he decides to go to the masquerade ball to figure out what happened to his brother, and he meets Raoul. Raoul is a fae, and this leads to enemies to lovers because he's first trying to figure out what happened to his brother. Raoul is the one to help him, or is he? Because who is Raoul in the fae world? My next book is Knox by Adriana Wilder. So, this is 515 pages. So, we have the setting where, imagine you're a guy and you're in your house just minding your own business, and then all of a sudden, some shapeshifters just, happen to just, run up on you in your house, and you're scared. You're, terrified. You don't know what to do. Who are these things? What they're doing, and why they're trying to kill you. And then all of a sudden, there's this naked man that just, pounces into your house and just, utterly destroys all those shapeshifters. And then he tells you he was sent by your brother to help you. The other thing is, your brother's been murdered for, a year or 2 years now. So how did he send you? And why isn't he wearing clothes? And why doesn't he know who he is? But he just knows that he was sent by your brother to save you. That's what this book is. This is a great touch him and I'll kill you. and it's a shapeshifter fantasy. So yes. My next recommendation is by Skheart, and it's The Dissembled Life of Duncan Cole. This is 653 pages, and this is a steampunk fantasy. Yes, yes. So basically, we have Duncan, who is a grumpy clock engineer, and he crosses paths with Sam, who is a miner. And this is their story together. But we also have a villain who is something different. Like, it's entirely different. Like, I think you should just go in blind. So I'm just going to say this is a steampunk erotica with an amputee and a reanimator. There you go. My next one is Untouchable by Kay Simone and Ruthie Lunau. Yeah, that's how you say it. And this is 730 pages. This is here. I'll tell you what got me, like grabbed me, and then after that, it's just you. It's just you. And you've been alone for years, and a hot gay massage therapist shows up at your door ready to screw. That's the plot of a porn, not a romance. Yes. Yes. It hooked me in. This is a age gap romance so this is about Harp. Harp is divorced, he's 44, and he just got out of a car accident, and he is at a cabin trying to recover, and he decides to hire a massage therapist to help him with his injuries. Then we have Parker, who's a massage therapist. He is almost like 2 decades or so. I think it's like 15 to 18 year difference from Harp. So this story is basically their love story together, but Harp is very cold. Again, he's divorced. He's like a shell of his old self. He doesn't know if he'll ever be able to love Parker like Parker needs to be loved. And Parker, on the other hand, again, he's bubbly, he's sunshine, and he's just trying to let Harp know that he'll be there for him. You just gotta open up. And so, yeah, this is very touching. So, yes, that's this. And my honorable mention is Moonlust by T.A. Sheldon. This is 444 pages. I love this book. I have it in fan fiction point because I first heard about this years ago on AO3. And then the author took it off AO3 because they were making the book. And this is a duet right now. So it's Moonless, and then there's Blood Moon. And yeah, so this is a touch him and I'll kill you. This is also a shapeshifter romance with a whole bunch of surprises. A whole bunch. So I don't know how the 2 books end. Because again, at first this was just one fan fiction. So I don't know if it ends when certain things happen or it ends when we find out the twist. I know you don't know what I'm talking about, but that should make you want to read it. Because we follow Jeremy. He wants to start to have a new life in a new town because of something that happened in his old town with his old lover. That comes back into play later on. And in his new town, he happens to be the mate of a very handsome alpha who is already in a relationship and does not know that his mate is a male. So we have that. Juiciness. But yeah, so this is my honorable mention. I also just go ahead and read it and do Blood Moon too, you know? I'm just saying. There's some great surprises in this one. Just great. But that is it, guys. I just wanted to do this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I recommended you some that you haven't heard of. And I hope I enticed you to, you know, go ahead and give them a try. Anyways, my name is Lady Lauren Explorer. I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you guys in my next book review. What am I talking about? I will see you guys in my next video. And also, if you have any book recommendations that's either Achillean or just plain romances that are over 500 pages, just drop them down below and I'll see if I actually have them already. And if I don't have them, I'll see if I want to get them. So anyways, I'll see you guys. Bye.